makes, and because you are trying to answer the easier questions, right? You don't want to spend too much time on those questions.
Always first, as I say, what I would do is I simply go through all the questions first, okay? And keep marking, even if I'm trying to guess some of the question, I would still guess them, but mark out that this question is a guess and keep going forward, not spending too much time. I would finish my paper in 2 to 2.5 hours. I keep a target of 2.5 hours for my questions. So between 2 hours to 2.5 hours, I'm able to finish the questions. Once I've done that, then I have time to review the questions which I guessed. But always guess them, even if you do not have time at the end, at least you marked out those answers. You've not left them blank. Do not leave anything blank. Make a guess. Okay? And then if you have time, then review the guesses that you have made. That will give you, in all probability, once you go back without any intention of completing the paper and try looking at the questions that you've guessed, you would get 50% of them. You will be able to correct at least 50% of them. Because now you are not under time pressure. So now your thinking becomes clearer. Now you are in a relaxed state of mind. Okay, I have completed my paper. Now let me look at something which are some questions which I was not sure of. Look at them then. Revise it. Correct them. Okay?
My friend?
Yes.
Yeah, another thing for the test is that there are 2 areas that contains more questions. The first one, I guess, is measuring devices, measuring elements and devices, I guess. And the other one is final control devices. So those 2 areas you gather around, well, I got in my test, I got more than 50 questions in those 2 areas together.
Remember you did, you just completed at least 150 questions from the measuring devices.
Yes.
Yes. Measuring devices contains at least 35 to 40 questions.
That's right.
So measuring devices 35 to 40 questions, and then this final control elements would be around 20-25 questions. 20-25 questions.
So if you add those areas,
yes,
you add them, you get like more than 60, I guess.
Yeah. That's why my first focus was on your measuring devices.
Yeah.
Plus then you get about 10-15 questions from your the initial operational implement, the operational what is the first that what is that?
Process?
No.
Well, analyzer?
No, I'm just forgetting. Occupational skills.
Yeah.
So you have 10 to 15 questions there, and you do that. So we'll be covering that. So PNID and add PID to that PNID, so you have 15 questions there. So 15 questions there, 35 questions, 30 to 40 questions in the measuring devices, and then about 20-25 in the final control elements. So even if you're not very sure about your pH and all that stuff, you can still make it through. PLCs and HMI, I think you all guys would be very conservative. All three of you are very conservative, but other people, I mean, because all three of you have said that you're working directly on PLCs. The people that I have had initially, the students I've had initially, nobody has worked on PLCs. So you should have no problem there. So that is what I'm suggesting.
About the process.
Yeah, so process control is another 20 marks. Oh, 15 to 20 marks. See, total 120, not 20 marks, I'm talking of questions. Let's talk about questions. There are 120 questions. So, let's say you have 35 to 40 questions. Occupational skill would be roughly about 7 questions. Measuring devices, about 31 questions. Safety security system devices, normally they don't ask any questions now. So personal safety systems is like your detectors, gas detectors that I'm talking of. There you would have about 10 questions there. Okay? Then you have the final, this hydraulic, pneumatic and electrical systems, another 10 questions here. Air supply systems, tubing and fitting, signal conditioners, AC/DC. Electrical, there would be only 2 questions on calculating the resistance and current. Only 2 questions there. 1 or 2 questions, nothing more. Okay? So don't even worry about that. Don't even go around going through the electrical, electronics. Don't even think about that. Don't waste your time there.
They only gave you 1 question, and it was just a simple.
Very simple
circuit,
question,
And you had
yes.
to calculate the resistance of the potentiometer.
Yes. Very simple question.
They didn't ask me those questions. Very bad guys.
Yeah. VFD would be again 1 or 2 questions. So maybe you should not worry about VFD. I am not telling you anything about VFDs. If you want, I can give you some material to read on that. VFD, I know 1 question. Variable frequency drive was something about frequency. What would you vary to get more speed out of it? So you have to vary the frequency, or you vary the voltage. So if you have variable frequency drive, you have to vary the frequency of your signal. If you have variable speed drive, you have to vary the amplitude of your signal. That is the question that you can expect. Nothing more there. Okay? Then communication systems, wiring, yes, you would have 5 to 10 questions here. Process control, about 15 to 20 questions. That's all. This total PLC, DSCS, process control is about 20-25 questions. So if you focus this portion is about 10 questions, 5 to 10 questions here, and this part 25 questions. So that covers most of it. And this I'm sure you guys can able to do it. I know the questions that are asked here. I'll be giving you most of the stuff, so don't worry about that. Okay? So we were discussing, let me just put this here. I don't know why I'm not really able to paste it here. Let me add an image. So maybe if you want, you can copy it out. I won't be able to make anything better out of it than what it already is. Should I try? Or you can copy it. Maybe just mention the question. The handle of the pump remains up, which device is malfunctioning? So figure is provided in the question.